So I got a package from a neighboring country, and it contains a number of breakable items. They're fragile, made from glass. A very special sort of glass. It's uranium glass, made from around 1800, I want to say 1850 to 1970 at the very latest. Maybe like very unique applications nowadays, but probably very rare anyways. So it's not too common to find anymore, and it's a nice collectible kind of thing. So of course I'm collecting it. The neat thing about it is that it glows under UV light. It looks really neat. And it's also, depending on the content of uranium oxide, it's more or less radioactive. So the really early stuff tends to have a lot of it, like up to 25-30%. So it's actually quite radioactive, just at a rather short distance. So alpha radiation, it's more or less safe as long as you don't go eat glass splinters or glass shards. Anyways, it comes packaged very safely, wrapped in bubble wrap, because obviously not too cheap and rather rare. And I figured, you know what, I might as well record fussing around with the bubble wrap. So, most uranium glass generally comes from around the 1930s. A lot of it is in the style of Art Deco or Art Nouveau. Honestly, I don't quite know how to pronounce it. The latter is a lot more difficult to find, which is to say there's a lot more Art Deco uranium glass out there without proper documentation. It's kind of hard to tell when it was pressed or when it was hand blown. So generally the more crude it looks, the more handmade it looks, the older it probably is. The oldest stuff is usually almost always hand blown. The newest stuff is pressed, so reoccurring shapes and molds. Simple objects like I guess cups or bowls or something like that are usually pressed. You can easily tell by its sharp edges, and usually there's also a press line present. Also, what you often find in press work are small imperfections along the lines of, let's say, bubbles and just slight deformations. Well, not really deformations, usually just bubbles or scratches or something. Whereas with hand blown you get the real deformations. Every object is just slightly different. Let's say you have a set of teacups, they will all have a bit of a different shape. Just none of them perfectly round and that sort of thing. There's two ways of easily identifying uranium glass. The easiest one is UV light. Is it green glass? Does it look strange? And does it glow under a UV lamp? Then it's most likely uranium glass. And another thing is, of course, radioactivity. It's made with uranium oxide, so it's slightly radioactive, though nowhere near dangerous. I mean, you probably still don't want to have it under your pillow, but as long as you don't eat glass chippings, you're perfectly fine. So, this is what uranium glass sounds like under a Geiger counter. I'll get a piece that's a bit more radioactive. So right now we're sitting at around 20 microsievert per hour. And now I'm gonna hold a teacup against the Geiger counter. So we've made it above 50 microsievert, and to top it off, I'm going to show you how something really radioactive sounds like. I have two bowls here that were glazed with uranium glaze, so those are a lot more radioactive. Uranium glaze can have a lot of different colors, but in this case it's orange, a really, really vibrant orange. Now, that was about 20 to 30 microsievert per hour. So that's actually quite dangerous if you have a lot of contact with it, which I don't. These are usually locked away. So, yeah, cool things. You know what, just for fun, I'm going to tap on the very, very radioactive bowl as well, just for you.